really messed up this one, guys. Went out training 4 p.m. which means I'll only be done by 8 p.m. and there's rain coming. It's gonna be cold. A lot of decisions that need to be made.
Feel the cold world try to put me on my knees, and I feel all of the pressure to provide everything. So I keep my head down, work hard and believe that tomorrow will be better. Give it time and you'll see. But there's always a new fight, always a rough night, cause it takes a few tries to get something new right. When it's been a tough life, you need a new view sight to see what to do, like to make a new move, right? And I can feel the weight of the world, better brace fast. Got a little blood in my mouth, I can taste that. And I've been beaten, bruised from the fight, ain't no fake out. Calluses, they grow from the pain and the days pass.
Jeez, the weather looks really gnarly today.
Never give in, strength is all I got now. And damn it, man, I'm all in. So I'ma have to stay tall, never show I'm bleeding. When everything is too much, you will see me leading.
So you see, another one of the big problems about going out and training this late is that you probably skipped your meal, which means I had to eat again so I don't catch a sugar low, and then that means I have to go train with a stomach full of food, which means I need to ride longer before I start the intervals, which means I might get pissed on by the rain, which is kind of my own fault, and I'm kicking myself for that right now. So that's the situation I find myself in. I just crossed over the Andorran border into Spain before I start with my intervals. This is really quite a strange border, to be honest, because you can probably smuggle anything through here on your bike, just not in a car. So it's quite weird that, you know, they obviously can't stop every cyclist, but it is quite strange. Okay, so for today's session, 3 times 15 minutes, around about 370 watts with 30 second sprints every 2 minutes at 400 watts. So as I've mentioned, I've gone out training really late. I've only got myself to blame for this mishap, so that's quite unfortunate, which means also I ate really late, got a lot of food in my stomach still, so I'm not even going to take a gel to start off with this interval. I'm just going to get it done because maybe if my stomach starts emptying and I get some gastric emptying, I'll be able to better absorb carbohydrates, if you're curious. And with that I'll actually get the benefit and not just reflux. So that's unfortunate, but I'm also gonna get pissed on or get rained on or get quite wet, whatever is the best term for the viewers watching this channel. Excuse my words. Let's get this day going. 4:30 p.m. Okay, so nice little interval up until now, just 15 minutes, so it's just long enough, but very important. Try push different gears as you would in training. So for example, just because you can grind a gear and it's easier and it gets your heart rate lower means you're doing more muscle damage. When doing your intervals, focus on the cadence, because you probably would be doing a higher cadence in the race as well with your adrenaline pumping. So just keep that in mind, especially when you're doing long blocks. At the end of the block, your muscles get tired, you lower that cadence, you start grinding, really bad for you. Keep that cadence up during your interval. Maybe after your interval, go back to your normal cadence. And quickly, very important, when going down the hill, please keep on pedaling. to get the blood flow going, especially if you're a big guy like me, and to get the lactate out of the legs, so when you start your next intervals your legs aren't blocked, and it's actually really much better for your recovery in between intervals. You can see so much from here. That's actually Andorra, the entrance, Andorra Laval, bigger climbs there. I live just inside there, but I'm actually in Spain. This is Spain. I'm on over the border in Spain. I actually make sure about that on the maps, because if I cross over the border without putting on my phone onto airplane mode, I'll be paying 60 euros on the spot for roaming fees, and I don't want to end up doing that. So trust me when I say I've made sure that I don't cross over the border on sections, even when we're going on gravel roads, without turning the airplane mode on. Okay, so for the next interval I'm starting on a flatter section before I reach the climb, so I get in a little bit of leg speed before I get to the climb, so that's how I get more benefit out of my training. And trust me, it's not easy. The flat sections feels like 50 watts more, even though the watts are the same. Sure. Okay, last interval done and dusted. As you can see on Strava, if you want to go have a look, I'll leave the link down below in the comment section. You'll see that I started with a climb. Obviously the first interval went down, added a flatter section, and then the third one I had a longer flatter section for the leg speed, because I'm getting closer to racing, so I need more leg speed and not just the comfort of only grinding one gear on the climb in a comfort zone. So those things are really very important and things to take into consideration when doing your training. I'm so dry, can you believe it? My wife promised me it was going to rain. It's not raining, as you can see. Pretty cloudy still, but no rain as to yet. So I'm gonna head back. It is worth noting that it's not always a safe option to drink fountain water for various reasons if your stomach is not very strong. That said, let's end the vlog. I better get back home. Cheers, thanks for checking in. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. And if you are South African, you live in Pretoria and you're watching this vlog, Smithy 500, the 5th of November, please be there. We're doing it for a great cause. So hope to see you all there. Like I said, bike pass, the most dangerous obstacle pass you'll find in the world. Like I said. Okay, so finally back in the small town called Ramasana in the heart of Andorra. And that is the end of today's vlog, I hope.
Life is full of challenge, that's the only way to live. Dopamine is something that to get you have to give. In the moment it may suck, but that's the only way to win. Keep your head and chin up, take the blows and don't give in. And life will hit you so hard, we've been through it so far. Wake up with